Okay, here we are. We're playing the PUBG Wannabe, the Fortnite Battle Royale. Um, a lot of people want to say this is a straight up ripoff, and there are arguments for that. Um, Very cosmetic and deeper. Um, I'm not here to defend it. I'm not here to hate on it either. But man, look at that dancing. Come on. PUBG ain't got that. And they ain't got. That's right. George Michael. That's right. They ain't got that. But in all seriousness, I wanted to take a look at this game. I have not played the actual Fortnite Horde mode game. Just this battle royale, I'm probably 2-3 hours into it, and I tell you what, it's a interesting game, to say that. Having not played PUBG, only watched it mostly via giantbomb.com. Love Murder Island, gonna keep watching that. But this game has a lot of the same things, but differs ever so subtly in its own ways. What it does have that PUBG does is obviously the Battle Royale mechanic. Approximately 100 people going onto an island. And let me tell you what, where PUBG has a problem with this game looking like it, I understand that. You straight up have a map that looks like PUBG. Look at that. That island right there looks like PUBG. You have a spawn island, you have structures, you just have everything that looks like PUBG. I mean, right now, you look at this bus, straight up reincarnation of the airplane you drop off. The mechanics that you see, just the players falling out right here, and here you see me gliding in, just like PUBG. So I can see where they can be upset about this being ripped off from them. Makes total sense to me. That stuff I can see them being upset about. Ripping off the mechanics like this, I do and don't agree with them on it. The Battle Royale mechanics, I don't think they own a licensure for, so that I think they have to kind of back off of. What I think they have a legitimate beef about, though, is the fact that the map looks just like PUBG. You glide in just like PUBG, you fall from the air, you skydive. I mean, okay, yeah, you glide in at the end instead of parachute, okay. But, yeah, I can see where they can make beef about that. I get it. But the fact that this is a Battle Royale mode, I just don't see where they have much to stand on. Granted, it is a bit of a sticky situation in that this Fortnite game is directly from Epic, who owns the Unreal Engine, who PUBG is developing their game in. So, did Fortnite steal the mode? Take a moment to watch my kill here. One of like 3 I have. But back to my argument. Did Epic steal this? The backwards and perverse part of my mind says, maybe they didn't. What if PUBG had come to Epic and said, hey, we're having a problem getting, let's just say X problem. Let's say X problem is 100 players in a match. And Epic went, well, how do we solve this problem? Let us take a look at it. And they're like, well, we need to try to build a world that has 100 players in it. Well, we already got this Fortnite half built. Can we just mock it up to put 100 people in it? Okay, well, hey, look, we did it. Okay, here, PUBG, here's how you get 100 people in here. And it's that kind of idea that, did they build this to help PUBG, or did they, build this because of PUBG? Nobody outside of Epic will ever know. And I don't think Epic or PUBG will ever say. And that's fine. I think this game kind of will stand on its own. I think the people that want to play PUBG will continue to play PUBG. Really, I do. And as PUBG makes its way to consoles, Xbox, you'll see that player base grow too. I mean, granted, did some people leave PUBG for this? I won't say no, but I won't say it's going to be a lot of people. The thing that probably doesn't get a lot of people in this game is it is a bit cartoonish, whereas PUBG is straight up a realistic version, and the fact that they also have an FPS mode, that will draw people. And there's reasons people won't play this game, and there's reasons why people won't play PUBG either. I've enjoyed my time in this game. I don't know how much more I'm going to spend in it, just because it's that Battle Royale multiplayer single death mode that, I mean, it's fun, I get it. I just really don't want to do it. Honestly, the one thing this game has above PUBG that I can see is the spectating mode. And you'll see this after I die in this clip. And PUBG might have this, but I've not seen it, where you can just spectate who killed you, and then if that person gets killed, you just keep spectating the next killer. And I find that fascinating. And that is something I wish PUBG had, and I wish this game and PUBG both had better spectating tools, because I really think that is where it could shine as an esport, if you could just have an observer in the game. And I know some of the custom, well, let me not say I know, I hear tell of some of the custom stuff in PUBG where you can have a dedicated observer, and I really think that would really help the game shine on broadcast. You see games like Overwatch and Dota that have a dedicated broadcast mode or observer mode, whatever you want to call it. Somebody that actually not playing the game, just in control of a camera within the game. I really think that could be something that could help both PUBG and Fortnite Battle Royale. Whether they do it or not, I'd like to see it, and I hope they do. But obviously, you and I have no say in this. Another thing that seems kind of perverse to me about this game, though, the Battle Royale mode being free versus the Horde mode being paid. Now, Fortnite is supposed to be a free game when it hits its final form. Remember that both the Horde mode and the Battle Royale right now are early access games. It just seems awkward, at the very least, that the Horde mode that this game started out to be, which from my knowledge was doing fine on its own, is a $60 paid buy-in, whereas Battle Royale is free. So if this game was doing fine on its own, why did Epic see fit to take the step to make part of it free in the early access realm? Again, this is one of those things we'll probably never hear an answer for. And it just seems awkward, in that what's supposed to, in the end game, be a free game, only part of it's free right now. Why isn't the Horde mode free in early access? Why is just this mode? Again, why or how did this mode even come to be? Did they want to make a straight out competitor to PUBG? I doubt it. I really do. I don't think that they just looked at it and said, oh, hey, look, Fortnite, we need to make this PUBG. No, I don't think that. But honestly, PUBG's got to look out, and there's going to be a lot of other people making Battle Royale games. So they're just going to have to settle up to the fact, I guess. Prior to having played this game, the closest game type or mode that I played to this was the survival mode in The Division. And quite frankly, it's not much like this. I mean, there is that. Here's where I die. Just pause for a moment, and I'm dead. And here's where we start seeing the camera work I talked earlier about. But again, back to talking about the survival mode in The Division. It sort of has some of these mechanics of Last Man Standing. Let me not say that because that's a different mode. But the Last Person Alive. But it also has a very different vibe to it. Survival is not a battle royale mode, and I think it suffers for that because it has some of the elements, but with fighting sickness and NPCs in that game, you really don't have the same game feel as you do in PUBG and this Fortnite Battle Royale. I think that The Division really could have benefited from making survival mode straight up that battle royale. Get rid of the crafting, get rid of the sickness, get rid of the NPCs, dump everybody in the dark zone, and just let them go. Just say, hey, you could have it like this says the storm's coming. You could have it say infection's coming, and everybody's going to start fighting to get towards a certain spot. Would have been great, but hey, they didn't. That's not where they went. Will they do changes in year 2? Who knows? But here we are, we're looking at Fortnite, and you know what? I'm okay with it. And honestly, I've jumped into a few matches, and as soon as I die, I will just sit here and spectate. This really is great entertainment to me, and I have seen so many different strategies. I have seen people that will head straight for others in a run and gun style, and I've seen different success rates on that. A very common strategy I've seen are people building basically what would be equivalent to real life hunting bluffs, where they are building like 4-wall structures with steps to get up to kind of build themselves a sort of mini castle. So that is something that PUBG doesn't have because it has no crafting. So the people that I've seen most successful in this game are those that not only just go straight up for the weapons and the killing, they blend it in with a little bit of the crafting. I've never seen anybody really go super crazy with it, although I have seen some amazing things with it. One game I saw a character that had gotten to a very high position to operate as a sniper, and they did that not by going up the mountain by walking, but by creating a ramp system the entire way up to it, and had demolished sections of it so people couldn't follow them up. So if somebody were to try to get to them, they had to sit there and recraft the sections. Very interesting to see the Fortnite mechanics reworked into this Battle Royale style and how they are used. So again, this game does take a lot from PUBG, but it also does those little things to make it just a little bit different. And I don't know that I give more credit to Epic and those developing the game more than I do those playing the game, because I really think that the player base has taken it upon themselves to use this little sandbox and just explore their little creativity with it. And I'm more and more thankful that they did that, just because just watching this is somewhat interesting. And if you hang around just a little bit longer and watch a little bit more of this clip after I stop talking, you see where people will do things that were in PUBG, hang out and watch people come in from the edge of the circle. But then you're also going to see the things where, like I spoke of just a little bit ago, where they build these little structures to cage themselves in and give themselves a little advantage. You're not going to see that in PUBG. So whether you're for or against the Battle Royale mode, game, name, just take a little time and appreciate this. It's actually kind of fun, a little cartoonish, but still a good time. And I'm curious where they go with this. I'm also curious with how far PUBG goes. And I think there's a lot of good games ahead for all of us. And I think that's good for every gamer and every game. So here we are. Fortnite Battle Royale. It's all right.